What up, though? Welcome back. Want to thank you for tuning in right now to your man Rap Talk Poetry. Just come on in. All three of y'all, whoever gonna come in tonight. We're gonna do more numbers than that. Hear what they talk about. Because we got more people to reach, more things to do. All that, you know what I'm saying? Got y'all on a late night hike. Want y'all to toast with me one time. Never be afraid to dream before you go to sleep. Just trying to find this background music real quick for us, but I can't see what my downloads at up in here on this certain app that I work with and use with. But anyway, I want to thank you for tuning in. And do me a favor before we even get started. Just be sure to go on and hit that like button, that notifications button, that subscribe button if you ain't already subscribed. And also you can share the video. There might be some people out there that need a little bit of motivation or want to hear a little bit of spoken word tonight, you understand? That's the whole key to this shit. Word of mouth is still a real powerful tool. Word of mouth a bad Word of mouth a bad motherfucker still. That's a trusted voice telling somebody else about something that you into. And that's a form of support. Anyway. Thank you for tuning in. I'm getting to a couple poems tonight. And I also do have a topic that I really wanted to start off with and just lead on into some other poems. We're just gonna flow with it. Just give me this good half an hour of your time. Make sure you make it to the end of the video. But dig, the topic of today is just about separating yourself. And I want to elaborate on that a little bit, because I feel it's very important. I mean, it's highly imperative that you find a way to separate yourself. I mean, like any and everything and whatever you do, just find a way to separate yourself. And when I say separate yourself, it could be in different terms or different ways. I mean, like you could just separate yourself as a person from people or certain energy. You can find a way to just separate yourself from that. But also, in the meantime, when it's something that you into, when it's something that you do, find a way to stand out. Find a way to separate yourself from the crowd. I mean, like, be a different force, be a different voice. I mean, like, little mama, if you, like, say, for instance, if you do hair, you know, find a way to stand out from all the different people that do hair. If you cook, if you have any type of service, any type of way of just interacting with people and establishing a business or something that you do or want to be known for, just find a way to separate yourself from the others. And keep in mind that it's okay to parallel yourself with greatness. There's nothing wrong with that. Because we all do it, and we all kind of start from something like that. We all start from scratch from something that we've been influenced by, something that we was watching and paying attention to that we wanted to do or be like, or something we wanted to create after. Like, so whatever it is, even with the music, comedy, like I say, you want to be a race car driver. I mean, whatever it is. I mean, I don't know your forte, but I know it's something that's in you. I know it's something in you that you do. And whatever you do, just find a way to put your own little twist on it. Trust me, in the end, you're going to get respected more. It might be a slow burn. Might take a little longer because you're not going with the crowd. Trust me, in the end, you're going to get respected. You're going to be respected for what you do. You're going to be respected. And it's going to last longer. And at the end of the day, it's going to be you. And can't nobody take that away from you. Because what you're doing is something that's inside of you. You're not manufactured. It's like other people can try to duplicate what you do. They're going to do that. And it can happen. But at the end of the day, they're not going to have the you. I mean, they could stand somebody right next to you that do the same exact everything that you do. But at the end of the day, that person is not going to be you. Your success is going to be your success. It's kind of like, let me throw that J up in there. That's why they say, I heard motherfuckers saying they made hoes. Made hoes say, okay, make another one, you know? Because when people try to duplicate what you do or what you created, they can try, but it's only one. It's only one you. So at the end of the day, try to find a way to separate yourself. And on that note, I'm gonna get into a couple poems, y'all. We're gonna kick it. Taking my time tonight. It's nice, chill, relax, smooth little, I ain't gonna say gloomy, but a little rainy night here in the D. It was scorching hot early, but it calmed down a little bit. Let me see what poem I want to do first. I got this one piece I wrote. Let me see if I can find the first page of it. I see this is the second page of it, even though I think I might know it by heart. But sometimes I want to grab it off the ink. This is a piece I wrote called Oatmeal Beats No Meal. Damn, where that sheet at? It's called Oatmeal Beats No Meal. And the whole basis of this poem, I don't know if you heard of it before or not. Some of you probably have. But the whole idea of this piece was just more on the fact of understanding that anything beats nothing. Anything beats nothing. I mean, like, don't be out here on no bullshit. Don't be out here just in the way and thinking that you too good to do anything, or here we go right here. Or you up here running around thinking you too good to get a job, or you thinking you too good to start at entry level position, and you just coming in bossing and you on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you thinking you too good to do this. I mean, you'll be surprised how many people just look at somebody doing something and they just think to themselves they're gonna just jump in the game and just have that person positioned, or they gonna have everything that person got when you just walking in the motherfucking door. Man, get your hands dirty. Get some grind time up under your belt. You know. I mean, that's like this whole YouTube thing. All this. I mean, I be seeing. I mean, you got OnlyFans, Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Just because this person done popped off doing this, that don't mean it's gonna pop off for you like that. I mean, get your feet wet. I mean, put in that work. And that's the whole thesis of this poem. I'm basically saying that oatmeal beats no meal. I mean, it has something to show for the grind. Don't get me wrong. You don't want to be going in circles, wasting time on no bullshit either. I definitely understand that. Excuse me. But at the same time, understand a slow grind is better than no grind. So listen to me. See if you can dig this piece. It's called Oatmeal Beats No Meal. Listen to me. He was too cool to go to school, open books and abide by the rules. And now he out here scamming, stressing and finessing, trying to find a female sponsor. So you tell me who's the fool. He is. She is. We is. Living in the world where most expect shortcuts and handouts. NBA dreams for all don't pan out, so the corner some stand out. Living in the past. Mad when asked why he didn't make it. Yeah, them old stories sound good, but it's only so long a grown man can fake it. Taking in blood. Rather be a thug than punch the clock. But the feds is looking and time is running, and that's something that he don't watch. And how can he survive with too much pride to flip a burger? Oatmeal beats no meal, but when the jokes crack, that's scared to murder. And you see hood niggas die for that, lie for that. He don't really sell no dope, but you see images everything. And when he ever tell you the truth, see the answer is no. Cause see, we all gotta start, finish. Who invented this system? Prior to the side, get off your ass, get out there, go and get it. You rather sit, quit, talk shit, bad, and borrow. You see, oatmeal beats no meal, keep working because today ain't tomorrow. Oatmeal beats no meal. Rap talk. That's that poem of peace. Snap, 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 snaps. Where did that would come from anyway with the whole snap thing with the poetry shit? I don't know. Even though I'm a student, maybe somebody could tell me, put it in the comments later, I don't know. I don't know if it's just like a quiet applause or something. It's like being quiet and still applaud, I don't know. I just throw it in there though. But yeah, the snap, snap, snaps, that's the way we applaud around here. But that's that piece, oatmeal beats no meal. I definitely want everybody to understand that slow grind is better than no grind. Keep working. Don't sleep on yourself. Don't sleep on your own hustle. Don't sleep on your own talents. Keep creating. You're gonna get better. I mean, look at some of your beginnings and compare it to now and see your progress. I mean, enjoy your journey. Understand that it's gonna be a journey. I mean, fall in love with it. I mean, like literally. Fall into that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when you doing something, because, and don't be scared to make mistakes. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, like doing these videos, I just noticed more. I noticed I don't know if this is a word, but I'm about to say the comfortability. I'm about to make up some shit. But just the more getting comfortable. I even look at other people and watch them. I mean, I didn't follow and see some of the most successful people like today. And then once you research them and go, you know how some old videos, somebody come up in your algorithm or whatnot, because you research somebody, and then you just see like they humble beginnings, you know what I'm saying, stumbling over words or not being relaxed or anything, or I mean even people performances. I mean, even in sports, you can look at old videos of certain NBA players and see how they used to move and how they changed up on some moves, things they worked on, people attitudes, your whole poise, and just all that shit just count. You know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid to make mistakes, and I mean, just don't be afraid to grow. I mean, all that, because the more you do something, the better you're gonna get at it, or the better you should get at it. I mean, that's the whole motive. But you got to remember too, it's also other people on the outside looking in, and those people can see your growth also. So let's keep it all going, you know what I'm saying? It's that hood motivation. And I don't even want to just straight up limit it to hood though. Sometimes I just grasp the people that I know with is cool. But even though we think it on a bigger scale, because motivation is motivation. And each one teach one. And speaking of hood motivation, I got this one piece. I think I'm gonna get into this one. Because I was scanning and I just looked at it today. I'm like, it's kind of short. like I said, a lot of my poems be kind of short though sometimes. I like to get straight to the point. I don't like to just be all giving a long ass poem and just steady driving the same message over and over. I be hate when I see people do that shit, like somebody talking, or I mean, nothing against other people, but poets and shit, they have a long ass poem and the point already been taken. We already, I mean, you didn't, we didn't got the fucking point of the poem like 3 minutes ago, but you steady just dragging it on. I mean, sometimes it's just cool to just jump in and jump out, get your thought off, and you know what I'm saying, get up out of there while you hold somebody's attention. So I try not to be too long with the poems and the poetry. But to each his own though, you know what I'm saying? I ain't the one to make the rules to this shit. I do it my way. You know, rap talk is a whole different entity in the poetry realm anyway. I'm like in the middle of this shit. I'm somewhere between rap and poetry anyway. Which one gonna fuck with me or which one I'm gonna fuck with. So I don't trip, you know, so just create. But yeah, I got this one piece I wrote called One Day My Bird's Gonna Fly. And on the tip, when I wrote this, and I was just thinking like, it's like just some motivational shit. It's just like, you just think to yourself like one day this shit really just gonna pop, you know? I mean, you gotta just see it. You know, it's like everybody tried, but one day my bird's gonna fly. One day your bird's gonna fly. See if we can dig this. One day my bird's gonna fly. My thoughts is beyond these ghetto streets. I done seen dreams die inside of people giving up on what's meant to be. You see, my soul got a heartbeat and a rhythm to life. And the drums say keep progressing. Through time, I traveled this world lost, but over the years, I done learned through life lessons. One day my bird's gonna fly. As my thoughts hang on the edge to the roof of my fear. You see, the devil pulled on my soul long enough. You see, I think my time is finally here. With the wind beneath, as my wings release. Strength, courage, wisdom, and understanding. Today my dreams parallels with my confidence. Forever soaring, no landing. The bird is free. The bird is me. One day my bird's gonna fly. Rap talk. A T. That's some motivation for y'all. One day my bird's gonna fly. I mean, at the end of the day, you have to believe. You have to believe. Because all this shit is deeper than you. It's deeper than us. It's deeper than me. One day your bird is gonna fly. I mean, just think about that little bird when it was a baby. That first time he probably flown. I mean, what was he probably thinking? When he just thought to himself like, maybe when he looked up in the sky and seen his daddy or mama just flying, he was a baby. He probably thought to himself like, I can do that too. Or I'm built like that. Like I'm supposed to do that. Like I'm supposed to do that too. I'm supposed to be up there. One day your bird's gonna fly. That's on you. Marinate on that. Yeah. Let's take it back to the top, though. Once again, I appreciate y'all for tuning in to this rap talk, late night poetry readings, live with the chat. I did have an initial subject at the top of the hour about why you must separate yourself. But that can be looked at so many different ways. That can be all over the place. I want you to put that in the comments of how you separate yourself, or why you feel that you should separate yourself. I mean, some people probably feel that they shouldn't separate themselves. Some people like traveling packs. I mean, it's like a weakness to me. I mean, especially on some grown shit. But I get it. And it's nothing against others. But some people, they need like that validation. Some people ain't got the confidence to move at their own pace, or move at a tempo, or move at a pace to understand that your journey is your journey, and that the validation don't come from others. Everybody ain't got that. I mean, how often as a person do you just sit and think to yourself and just gather your own thoughts? I mean, like without a lot of influence. We could even take away the music. I mean, because a lot of people do know music is a big therapy of mine, and it's a therapy to a lot of people. But how often do you just spend time alone and just settle with your own thoughts? I mean, as a person, I mean, at any age, whatever age you at watching this, how often do you just dwell in your own thoughts? Some powerful shit. Okay, D, let me ask you this. No, matter of fact, I want you to do this. I want you to try this tomorrow. On your journey, wherever you go, like if you go to work, school, errands, whatever you got to do tomorrow. When you in your car, I want you to do this. When you drive without no music. Just try it. Tomorrow. You try it tonight if you about to go somewhere tonight or whatever. But the next time you in your car and you by yourself, just drive without some music. Watch how much shit you think of. I mean, just try it. You can come back in the comments and tell me what you thought of. I don't care what it is. Or you can just come back and just tell me how that worked out for you. Next time you're in your car, drive without music. Watch how much shit run across your mind. Watch what you think of. Watch how you process. You're gonna be surprised. But dig, let me give y'all another poem, man. I definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. I had to get down with y'all. Now what do I gave y'all? I gave y'all One Day My Bird's Gonna Fly. I gave y'all Oatmeal Beats No Meal. I said I had a little list of the poem I was gonna do tonight. Speaking of separating yourself, I know what poem I'm about to do for y'all. Because we all had to do this. I mean, whether you live with somebody or whatever, you still had to separate yourself. At one point in time, during a whole quarantine, during 2020, when the whole pandemic went down. So I wrote a poem about that, a spoken word poem about that one. This one is called The Quarantine Effect. And it parallels with the title too, about how you can separate yourself. See if y'all can dig this one though. Gotta have that water on deck, baby. You dig. Okay. Dig this one. Listen to me. This one called The Quarantine Effect. Listen to me. Statewide lockdown. I'm hot now without the fever. Talking to my kids had to act like I ain't scared when I don't know what's about to happen either. Protect thyself. Stock up on food. They saying distance yourself, but I'm a Cancer. That's cool. See, them was already the rules. Time on my hands. How many times hands on my fridge? It's worrying a waste of time. Hell, I don't even know what time it is. The quarantine effect even had me calling up my sex. Hold on. The quarantine effect even had me calling up my ex. Feeling vulnerable. I ain't really want to get back, just trying to line up some future sex. Hell, I was alone. And I know I ain't the one and only. Being alone, you see, it's only so much porn and via chat I can do through the phone, see? And the news, you see, the views was frustrated and biased. You see, I know it's people dying around me, but won't y'all balance it out? Let's talk about some survivors. Hold on, my anxiety kicking in again. Am I gonna die next? How long this gonna last? Imagine the killer dying from a virus after surviving gunshots in the past. We didn't sink it. Living through these times was stressing. I pray to God, but still ask the question, what was the reason that's supposed to be in the lesson? The laws ain't changed. Is the smack scene gonna make me a fiend? Living through these lives, being trapped in a telephone screen was the real quarantine. It was all mental. A pandemic, so what you expect? Some people survive but still don't know that they dead yet because the world would never be the same. The quarantine effect. The quarantine effect. Rap talk. Snap, 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 snaps. I don't know if I can keep doing all that in the video. That don't look too cool. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. So we got the quarantine effect. Now y'all know when that was going on, that definitely was the whole idea of thinking about why you should separate yourself. And I think that whole ordeal, if you ain't learned nothing from that shit, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's something you took away from that whole experience that you hold on to, that you probably work with or use with no avail without even thinking about it nowadays. It's probably something that comes natural to you that you learned in 2020 that you still do to this day, that you don't even know that you picked it up around that time when all that shit was going on. It gotta be something that you carry with you. But it's nothing wrong with separating yourself. At the end of the day, just remember that. Just do what you gotta do, get on the grind and create. Time is ticking. Time is ticking. And like I say, that thing that's still on your mind, that's what's yours. At the end of the day, that one thing that's still on your mind that you just can't stop thinking about or wanting to do, that's what's yours. That's what a purpose is. That's something that comes natural to you. Something that comes easy. I mean, because you got a gift. You got something that was given to you that other people can't do. Dwell on that. Work on that. I mean, share that. All that. Work on that. Act on that. Share that. Give it out to the world. Give it out to the masses. Let them deal with that shit. But you gotta die empty. Get that shit out your system. I appreciate y'all. Rap talk.